If you're 55 to 75 years old, slow life, spend less, be happy. The call of a slower, happier life. In a world that often values speed and consumption over peace and purpose, there's an opportunity to rewrite the story. For those of us aged 55 to 75, the years have given us wisdom to recognize what truly matters. The frantic chase for material success, the constant noise of modern life. Perhaps you've realized they no longer resonate. Instead, the quiet joys of connection, reflection, and simplicity beckon. This is the promise of slow living, a life where less truly becomes more. Join us as we explore how slowing down, spending less, and embracing life's simple pleasures can lead to profound happiness and fulfillment. 1. Appreciating simple joys. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to overlook the beauty that surrounds us. The hum of a bee in the garden, the laughter of grandchildren echoing in the yard, or the golden light of a setting sun filtering through the trees. These are the treasures that often go unnoticed in the pursuit of more. Yet for those of us in the later chapters of life, these small moments often hold the deepest meaning. When we let go of the constant pressure to achieve, accumulate, and keep up, we open our eyes to the joys that were always there. Simplifying our priorities creates space to truly savor these experiences. Take, for instance, the act of enjoying a morning cup of tea. It's no longer a rushed necessity to fuel the day ahead, but a quiet ritual, feeling the warmth of the mug in your hands, the fragrant steam rising, and the stillness of the moment. This simplicity invites us to slow down and connect with ourselves. For many, reconnecting with nature becomes a source of peace. Imagine the soft rustle of leaves as a breeze whispers through the trees, or the steady rhythm of waves lapping against the shore. Nature doesn't demand anything from us. It offers solace, a reminder of life's continuity, and a chance to simply be. Take Mary, for example, a retired teacher who rediscovered her love for gardening after years of neglecting her backyard. With her hands in the soil, she found not just a hobby, but a sense of purpose. Watching something grow, she says, reminds me that there's beauty in patience and care. The joys of family and community also take center stage when life slows down. Sharing stories from your past with your grandchildren, passing on recipes or traditions, or simply enjoying their presence becomes infinitely more rewarding when distractions are stripped away. These moments become the fabric of a legacy, threads woven together by love, time, and care. Even the act of reflection can bring profound joy. Sitting quietly with a photo album or revisiting old letters allows us to relive cherished memories, not with a sense of longing, but with gratitude for the life we've lived. Reflection isn't about what we've acquired, it's about who we've loved and the experiences that have shaped us. Appreciating simple joys doesn't require grand gestures or expensive pursuits. It's about noticing and cherishing what's already around us. When we align our priorities with these small but significant pleasures, we discover that life's greatest rewards often come without a price tag. 2. Re-evaluating consumerism. For much of our lives, society sends a clear message. The more you own, the more successful and fulfilled you will be. Advertisements promise happiness wrapped in shiny packages, and we're conditioned to believe that material possessions define our worth. However, as we age, something profound often happens. Our perspective shifts. The allure of the newest car, the latest gadget, or an overflowing closet begins to fade, replaced by a yearning for something deeper and more meaningful. The realization that more doesn't equal better often comes with life experience. Over the decades, We've accumulated not just belongings, but also wisdom. Many of us remember simpler times when joy wasn't tied to shopping trips or the latest trends, but to shared meals, laughter, and the satisfaction of a day well spent. Yet, modern consumer culture often distracts us from these truths, convincing us that fulfillment lies in what we can buy, rather than what we can experience. The good news is that it's never too late to break free from these consumer-driven habits. The first step is to recognize how consumerism operates. It thrives on creating a sense of lack, making us feel incomplete or inadequate without the latest product. But ask yourself, how many of the things you've purchased truly brought lasting happiness? Most of us can think of items bought on a whim that now gather dust in a corner or closet. The next step is to shift focus from having to being. Instead of chasing material possessions, consider investing in experiences or relationships. A trip to visit family, a class to learn a new skill, or simply spending time with loved ones often brings more satisfaction than any object could. These moments enrich our lives without adding clutter. Finally, embrace gratitude. When we shift our mindset to appreciate what we already have, the desire for more naturally diminishes. Aging offers the gift of clarity, the ability to see that true happiness isn't found in possessions, but in the richness of our experiences and connections. By re-evaluating consumerism, we can free ourselves from its grip and focus on what truly matters. 3. Decluttering for a lighter life. Over the years, life tends to fill not just our homes, but also our hearts with memories and possessions. Closets overflow with clothes we no longer wear, attics become storehouses for items long forgotten, and every corner seems to hold something just in case. While these objects may once have served a purpose, they can slowly become a weight, physical and emotional, leaving us feeling trapped by the sheer volume of stuff. Decluttering offers a way to reclaim space, freedom and peace of mind, creating a lighter life both inside and out. For Clara, a retired nurse, this realization came when she decided to downsize from her family home to a smaller apartment. At first, the task seemed insurmountable. Every drawer she opened revealed a piece of her life. Old photo albums, gifts from loved ones, and stacks of forgotten kitchen gadgets. Each item seemed to whisper, "Don't let me go." But as she began sorting through her belongings, a transformation occurred. With every item she donated or discarded, Clara felt lighter, not just in her home, but in her soul. By the time she moved, her new space wasn't just tidier, it was a sanctuary that reflected what truly mattered to her. The emotional benefits of decluttering are profound. It's not simply about clearing out your space, it's about clearing the mental and emotional weight that often comes with it. Letting go of unnecessary possessions allows us to focus on the items and memories that truly bring joy, creating room to breathe and to grow. Decluttering is an act of self-care, one that invites peace and simplicity into our lives. The process of decluttering doesn't have to feel overwhelming. It begins with a shift in mindset, an understanding that the true value of our possessions lies not in their quantity, but in the joy or purpose they bring. As you sort through your home, ask yourself whether each item reflects the life you want to live moving forward. The goal isn't to erase the past, but to embrace the present and make space for what's to come. Clara's journey is a reminder that decluttering is about more than just tidying up. It's about creating a life where we are no longer weighed down by the things we own. With every box set aside, she found herself rediscovering what truly mattered: the memories tied to cherished items, the freedom of a serene space, and the clarity that comes from living with intention. Decluttering offers not just a lighter home, but a lighter heart, allowing us to live with purpose, focus, and joy. Fourth, financial freedom through simplicity. One of the most liberating aspects of embracing a simpler life is the financial freedom it can bring. For years, many of us may have equated success with spending on homes, cars, clothes, or the latest gadgets. But as we grow older, we realize that our true needs are often far fewer than we once thought. Reducing spending isn't about deprivation. It's about reclaiming control over our resources and directing them toward what truly matters. When we shift our focus away from acquiring material possessions, we open the door to financial stability and peace. Without the weight of unnecessary purchases, expenses naturally decrease, leaving room to build savings or invest in meaningful pursuits. Take James, a retired electrician, who decided to simplify his lifestyle by downsizing his home and cutting back on impulse purchases. The result? He not only reduced his monthly bills, but also freed up enough funds to travel cross-country to visit his grandchildren, a dream he'd postponed for years. Redirecting savings toward health, relationships, and personal growth is one of the most empowering aspects of financial simplicity. Imagine allocating funds once spent on unused subscriptions or dining out to activities that enrich your life. Perhaps it's a yoga class that keeps you active, a hobby like woodworking or painting that brings joy, or even regular checkups and nutritious meals that enhance your well-being. Each dollar saved can become an investment in a more fulfilling and balanced life. Living within simpler means also cultivates a profound sense of empowerment. It's not about what you can't afford, but about realizing that you already have enough. This mindset shifts the narrative from scarcity to abundance, from keeping up to feeling content with what you've built. Financial simplicity doesn't just lighten the burden of expenses, it also brings a priceless sense of peace and freedom. Fifth, prioritizing health and well-being. As we age, the rhythm of life naturally slows, offering us the perfect opportunity to prioritize what truly matters, our health and well-being. Slow living aligns beautifully with this stage of life, encouraging us to move away from the relentless pace of modern society and toward a more mindful, intentional way of being. By focusing on self-care, rest, and connection with nature, we can cultivate a lifestyle that nourishes both our bodies and our minds. One of the greatest gifts of slow living is the emphasis it places on mindfulness. In the quiet moments of a slower life, we can learn to truly listen to ourselves, our thoughts, emotions, and physical needs. Whether it's taking a few minutes each morning to breathe deeply and set a calm intention for the day, or savoring each bite of a home-cooked meal, mindfulness helps us reconnect with the present moment. This simple practice has profound benefits, reducing stress, improving focus, and enhancing overall mental clarity. Nature plays a vital role in supporting our well-being within a slower lifestyle. Spending time outdoors, whether it's a leisurely walk in the park, gardening in the backyard, or simply sitting on a porch to watch the sunset, offers physical and emotional healing. The natural world grounds us, reminding us of life's cycles and our place within them. Studies have shown that regular exposure to nature lowers blood pressure, decreases anxiety, and boosts mood. For many, these quiet moments of connection with the earth become a form of meditation, offering a sense of peace and balance. Healthy routines are another cornerstone of slow living. With less time spent rushing or overcommitting, we can focus on habits that nourish us, preparing wholesome meals, engaging in gentle exercise like yoga or walking, and ensuring we get enough rest. Rest, often undervalued in our busy culture, is a powerful form of self-care. Allowing ourselves time to recharge is not a luxury but a necessity, especially as we age. It's an act of respect for our bodies and minds, acknowledging their need for care and renewal. Slow living invites us to put our well-being at the forefront, shifting away from the noise of external demands to focus on what truly matters. By embracing mindfulness, connecting with nature, and prioritizing self-care, we can build a foundation of health that allows us to fully enjoy this meaningful stage of life. It's not about adding more to our to-do list. It's about making space for what sustains and nurtures us, ensuring we live with energy, clarity, and peace. 6. Embracing a minimalist legacy. As we approach the later stages of life, the question of legacy naturally arises. What will we leave behind for those who come after us? For many, the answer lies not in material possessions, but in the values we've lived by. Simplicity, mindfulness, and intentionality, these are the lessons that resonate far beyond the walls of our homes or the items we once owned. By embracing a minimalist lifestyle, we have the opportunity to inspire the next generation to prioritize what truly matters. A minimalist legacy is not about wealth or belongings. It's about the way we choose to live. When our children and grandchildren see us let go of unnecessary possessions and focus instead on relationships, experiences, and gratitude, they witness a powerful example of what a fulfilled life can look like. By demonstrating that happiness comes not from accumulating things, but from appreciating life's simple joys, we pass on wisdom that money cannot buy. Consider Ruth, a grandmother who chose to downsize her home and simplify her life. Instead of leaving behind a house filled with clutter, she left her family a clear message. What matters most is the time spent together, the stories shared, and the values cherished. Ruth's minimalist legacy wasn't tied to what she owned, but to the life she lived, a life of intention, love, and meaning. In choosing this path, we create not only a lighter life for ourselves, but also a gift for future generations. A minimalist legacy shows our loved ones that they, too, can find peace and fulfillment in simplicity. By focusing on what truly matters, we leave behind something far greater than material wealth, a life well lived and an example worth following. The reward of slow living. Choosing to live a slower, simpler life is a journey toward profound joy, peace, and contentment. By stepping away from the pressures of modern society, we make space for what truly matters: time with loved ones, the beauty of nature, and the fulfillment of meaningful experiences. This lifestyle isn't about sacrifice, it's about rediscovery. It's about finding happiness not in the clutter of possessions, but in the richness of intentional living. As we embrace slow living, we reclaim control over our time, energy, and focus. We align our lives with our values, finding clarity and purpose in every decision. This journey offers not just personal transformation, but also a legacy of simplicity and mindfulness for future generations. If this message resonates with you, take the first step. Reflect on what brings you joy, let go of what no longer serves you, and savor the life you have. Join us in embracing the beauty of slow living, a life of meaning, balance, and lasting fulfillment.